Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Team Absolute coming at you with their very first deck profile. It's Scraps. It's my favorite deck at the moment. They're very consistent and they're very fun to play, and I encourage you to play them as well. So here we're just going to jump right into it. We got 3 Scrap Chimeras. He's the main Scrap monster of the deck other than the tuner. When he's normal summoned, you get to special summon 1 Scrap Tuner from the grave. So, here's your Scrap Tuner. His name is Scrap Beast. He's a 4-star tuner, 1600 attack, 1300 defense. He's good for sinking to get Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is the main point of the deck. If you're not making Scrap Dragon, you're not winning. Next card. We have 2 TG Werewolf. He's a dark, level 3. I like his effect a lot because he's a target for Scrap Dragon to hit, and he's also something to sync with, or XZ. 3 Gravekeeper Spies. Gets out of level 4, either himself or Gravekeeper Descendant. And it fills up the field. You can XZ with him. You sync for Scrap Dragon again. It's just really good. Then you got 1 Gores, and that's it for the darks. So you have 7 darks. Then you have 3 effect veilers. A lot of people like to play 2. I like to play 3 in the main because it leaves something out on my side to put in. And 3 is just a lot better because, I mean, once you use 2, it's kind of done. So this way you got 1 more time if you really need to use it for that certain situation. Then you got 2 Thunder King Ryos. Solemn Warning, he's really good. And they can't add cards, so he pretty much shuts a lot of decks down pretty quickly. And then 1 Galendo Duo, sorry. A lot of people, I've never seen anyone in all the scrap decks I've looked at play him. He's a light 4-star, and his effect is relatively good. So, how it works is you set him, they attack into him, he sits like there. He cannot be destroyed by battle, so he just chills here until I take damage. Then he gets destroyed. But until then, he's not being destroyed. So you just leave him there as a wall for a little while so you can set up some pretty awesome plays. And that's 6 lights to get out BLS. BLS, I mean, I don't really care about him that much because I'm more focused on Scrap Dragon, but BLS is a good target to get out as well. Now, on to the traps. You got 1 Compulse. It's a target for Scrap Dragon to pop. It's also chainable to his effect, so it's really good. You got 1 Torrential, 1 Mirror Force. It's pretty standard, I guess, in most decks. Then you got the Solemn Brigade. Pretty standard also as well. Then you got your 2 Bottomless. I don't know, Bottomless is really good. It shuts down a lot of those big plays that they're about to come out. With windups, it hits Hunter. A lot of different things. With priority gone, it's a pretty awesome card. 2 Call of the Haunted. If you XZ or sync, when you say you called a Scrap Beast and you had, say, Ryo on the field and you sync with him, Call stays on the field. So it's a free target for Scrap Dragon to hit, and it's not a plus or a minus. So that's good. Then you got 1 Mind Control. Mind Control is good to sync with. Also, it's good if they have a Utopia, you use their Utopia to get out Utopia Ray. I think that's pretty awesome. And you got Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Born, Book of Moon. Those are the pretty obvious, I guess, staples. Then you got 2 Pot of Dualities. It's really good first turn, early quick on game. Later on, it's kind of dead unless you really need something that turn. Other than that, though, I just see it as a target for Scrap Dragon if it's not first or second turn. 2 MSTs. I side 1. I'm really thinking about putting in another one, though. It's really good to stop skill drain and lots of cards like that. It pretty much, it's just really good, and it's chainable. So you can use Scrap Dragon's effect, pop something on their field, and then chain it to their back row or their field spell, either or. And 2 Scrap Yards to search out your beasts from the deck to hand. And that's it for the main deck. Now going on to the extra deck, You have the boss monster of the deck. You got 3 Scrap Dragons. He is by far one of my favorite cards in the game. He is awesome. Best card in the deck. 2 Utopias, because Xing's good. And 1 Utopia Ray, just in case I want to mind control their Utopia. They'll take it out without having them have it next turn. And you got 1 Leviathan. He's good to XZ with, I guess. He's 2500 beater if you need him to be. Scrap Archfiend. He's 2700 beater. No effect. He just kind of beats him down, I guess. Nothing really special about him. 1 Scrap Twin. His effect is almost like Scrap Dragon, except for you pick 2 cards on my opponent's field and add them to their opponent's hand. So it clears 2 cards on the field instead of destroying 1. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Brionac, Catastor, Librarian, Black Rose, and Stardust. Stapled, really, I guess. And that is my scrap deck profile. We'll probably upload some duels later on. Thanks.